Hi, Christy from Adapted, and I'm so excited to introduce you to our new phonics curriculum. Now, the physical books are here and they're ready to go, and I just wanted to walk you through kind of what it is and why it's really exciting to us. So this particular set has been a labor of love for the last 18-ish to 2 years months. So 18-ish months to 2 years. So why has it taken us so this long? Well, first of all, we've released it so that it's in the physical books for you so that you don't have to print, you don't have to do anything else. And we took a huge amount of time reading all of the research and going through and making sure that this is truly a reading curriculum that is designed to meet the needs of special needs learners. So you're not going to see that there's we're going to say oh, this doesn't work if you are nonverbal, or this doesn't work if you're an AAC user. No, it actually does. So we have taken the time to create all of the visual supports that you could possibly need for every single question, every single thing. And so you don't have to be verbal and you don't have to be able to communicate in that fashion to be able to show that you know how to read. Now, this is huge because there's lots of kids that you kind of suspect know how to read or know how to do certain things, but you're just not really sure what they know how to do. Well, now you'll be able to tell. So let me walk you through. This kind of book is where the magic happens, a lot of it. And this is because there's certain things that the research says that a child needs to be able to do to be able to learn how to read. And then they need to put all of those particular skills together to be able to read. And so these walk you through the lessons to be able to build the specific isolated skills, and then the books continue to kind of move them together to blend the skills together. So if that makes sense. So these are more isolated skills. These are more you're taking the skills and multiple skills and you're putting them together. So this particular book, it includes lesson plans, it includes data sheets, and it includes all the task cards you need. You literally just have to cut these different task cards out, and you can just use the data sheets that are in here, and you are good to go. So we wanted to make this as easy as possible. So as you see, I'm skipping through this, and you'll see that this kind of has this bluish background. Well, if you are in person, you would see that it says letter sound correspondence. And so anytime you cut out anything that has anything to do with letter sound correspondence, then the backs of every single one of these is going to have, or it's going to say letter sound correspondence. So it's going to be a really easy way for you to keep every single thing neat and clean with this curriculum. So the different things that a child needs to learn how to read, different skills that a child needs to, or an adult needs to be able to have in order to learn how to read are sound blending, sound segmentation, letter sound correspondence, sight words, decoding, blending. So all of those skills we've taken and we've broken it down to be the simplest step, and then we've created the visual supports to go with it. So the visuals here is really the key differentiator between us and any other phonics curriculum. So a lot of curriculums out there, they go very quickly. So if you're trying to teach somebody with special needs, they're gonna just go up too quickly, and ours does not do that. So we are you can do these lessons as many times as you want, and you're just able to flip through the cards and then put them out in different ways. So it's not the exact same thing every single time. The lesson will change, and they can do it as many times as they need until they master the specific skill. Here's an example of the data sheets that's included. So you're able to just follow the data sheet, circle the numbers, put in the different trials, and then you're able to actually have data that shows it. And so here's another example of some of the task cards. So all you do is you cut these out, you follow the lesson plan. Each lesson plan is a single page. It's not that difficult, but it is systematic, and there is the research as to why we did each of the things that we did. So that is that. Here is an example of a lesson plan. Hold on, I'm on some data sheets. So here is, here's a sample IEP goal and why decoding is important. And then there's the instructional task and the materials. And so that's just kind of how it goes through. And then on the top here, it gives you a little bit of an example of what you need to do for these specific decoding words. And then you follow that. So that is a lot of where the magic happens when it comes to teaching the reading. And then there's the individual books that really start putting all of the skills together. So the first 10 phonemes of the phonics are included in this set. So each phoneme gets its own book. So if you are teaching the letter sound correspondence for B, so B, that's actually where we start. We don't start with, we don't go into the letter order because the research actually does not recommend that. It recommends that you go in the order of letters that are used more often, and so that the students are able to start learning to build words as quickly as possible. So if your example, like to read these books, it would say like B, bus, ba. And so as the kid is reading, non-readers can read this book. And you can go through, and so it's like B, ball, B, B, balloon, B. And so it's the whole book, and everything starts with a B sound. So that goes through, and there's 10 books, and so we're going through the first 10 phonemes. And then as you continue on throughout the lessons and as they're building skills, when you get to the third letter, you're actually able to put the first word together, which is cat. And that's where we start with these shared readers. Now, these are really important because they put their newfound decoding skills to test. And so they're actually going from not just reading just a book and just, a word in isolation, but actually, really putting a book in front of them and showing that they can actually start reading the first words. So here is the first one that you do. And these not only teach decoding skills, but they also work really hard on doing some reading comprehension questions. So they're all visually supported, like the entire curriculum. There is all the visuals that you could possibly want with every single thing. And again, they're all photographs. So there's nothing babyish, nothing not age appropriate about this entire set. There is, everything is age appropriate. So there's 6 of these books, and these are the shared readers, and they work on decoding skills and reading comprehension. Now, the last books are what we call the independent readers. Now, these are a ginormous achievement when you're taking a kid or a child that has not been able to read their whole life to being able to read independently. So these books are quite silly because, we're still at the beginning stages of reading. By the end of this particular set, we're hoping to create more sets, but this is a giant accomplishment where they are now able to read actual sentences by the end of this curriculum. And so these books, they are able to read the entire thing on their own by the end of the set. So that is what I wanted to introduce you to today. If you have any comments or questions or any concerns and you wanted to reach out, just reach out, let us know. This is something that we obviously are very proud of and that we've worked really hard on. So if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please let us know. Have a great day. Bye.